Have you ever stood up from your favorite chair, ready to walk across the room, only to feel like your legs had turned to lead? Maybe it's a dull heaviness. Maybe it's a little tightness behind the knees. Maybe it's that slight wobble you brush off with a nervous smile, telling yourself, it's just age, it's normal. But what if it's not just age? What if something you're eating, something you trust, is quietly draining the strength from your legs, day after day? If you've been feeling like the stairs are getting steeper, or the grocery store aisles seem longer than they used to, you're not alone. Many seniors experience a slow, subtle loss of leg power, but very few are told the real reasons behind it. Here's what almost nobody says out loud. The foods you think are helping you might actually be hurting you. You see, as we age, the rules change. The circulation that once rushed oxygen through your legs now moves a little slower. The muscles that once sprang into action now need a little more care. The joints that once flexed effortlessly now feel the strain of every extra burden. And certain foods we grew up believing were healthy, natural, and safe, can quietly make it worse. They cause tiny blood vessels to stiffen. They inflame delicate tissues. They disrupt the careful balance that keeps your legs moving strong and steady. The most heartbreaking part? Most people over 60 are eating these foods every week, some even every single day. No warning labels, no red flags, just silent damage, accumulating one bite at a time. Maybe you've started noticing little things, that gentle ache in your calves after just a short walk, that hesitation before standing up from the couch, that feeling of your legs giving out just a little when stepping off a curb. You might have blamed it on aging. You might have thought it was inevitable, but what if it's not? What if by simply adjusting the foods on your plate, you could reclaim energy, stability, and freedom in your legs, without medications, without surgery, without giving up the life you love? Today, we're going to uncover the 7 everyday foods that could be silently weakening your legs. Foods that pretend to be harmless. Foods that even nutrition experts sometimes forget to mention. And the first one we'll reveal? It's something so common, so woven into daily meals, that you might not even think twice when you reach for it. But once you know the truth, you'll never see it the same way again. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and stay with me until the end. Because the next few minutes could change the way you walk, move, and live for the better. Are you ready? Let's open the first door to a stronger tomorrow. Let's begin with the first silent thief of strength. 1. White bread, the sugar trap in disguise. It's soft, it's familiar, it's comfort food at its finest. But under that golden crust, white bread hides a quick-burning surge of refined carbs. When you eat it, your blood sugar spikes like a roller coaster, and for aging blood vessels, that ride is brutal. Over time, the constant spikes cause tiny cracks in the vessels that nourish your legs. Oxygen delivery slows, healing slows, inflammation builds, and before you know it, just standing in the kitchen feels heavier than it should. Worse, white bread lacks the fiber needed to cushion these sugar spikes. It's like pouring syrup into fragile pipes and hoping they don't burst. Every slice is a quiet assault on your strength. 2. Canned soups. The salt saboteur, a quick, warm meal. It feels cozy, but most canned soups are loaded with hidden sodium, more than your body can safely handle. High sodium stiffens arteries like rust inside old pipes. It draws water out of your muscles and into your blood vessels, spiking your blood pressure and leaving your legs cramped, stiff, and sore. You might think you're making a smart, light choice by picking up that can, but your legs know better. They feel the dehydration. They feel the sluggish circulation. They feel the silent weight of salt you can't see. 3. Packaged cookies. Sweetness with a hidden cost. Who doesn't love a little treat now and then? But packaged cookies aren't just sugar. They're sugar plus damaged oils, plus preservatives, plus hidden inflammatory chemicals. For a younger body, the effects might take decades. For a senior body, the damage shows up much faster. You eat one cookie, then another. Each bite inflames your joints. Each snack thickens your blood. Each little indulgence builds up to slower steps, tighter knees, and heavier mornings. And because sugar dulls pain sensors temporarily, you might not even notice until one day you do. 4. Diet sodas. The false friend, 0 calories, 0 sugar. Guilt-free, right? Not so fast. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose confuse your body's insulin response. They trigger inflammation without the satisfaction of real nutrients. And in seniors, this means faster muscle breakdown, reduced circulation, and increased joint stiffness. Studies show that seniors who drink diet sodas daily have significantly higher rates of mobility problems and falls. The worst part? It feels harmless. It feels like you're doing the right thing. But inside, a quiet erosion is happening. An erosion you don't feel until it's too late. 4 foods, 4 daily choices, 4 gentle enemies working against your legs without making a sound. The good news? Awareness is powerful. The moment you know better, you can choose better. And we're just getting started, because the next 3 foods might shock you even more. They're often praised as health foods, but for seniors, they can quietly sabotage everything you're working to preserve. Stick with me. The next revelation might change the way you shop and the way you move for the rest of your life. We've already uncovered 4 everyday foods that quietly sap the strength from your legs. But what's next might shock you even more. Because the next 3 foods aren't just common. They're often praised as healthy, natural, and even essential. But for aging bodies, they can quietly sabotage the very muscles and joints you need most. Let's dive deeper. 5. Orange juice, the acid trap. There's something about a cold glass of orange juice that feels like sunshine in a cup. Breakfast tables around the world glow with it. But for seniors, this sweet morning ritual hides a dangerous secret. Orange juice, especially store-bought versions, is a concentrated acid and sugar bomb. Even a small glass can flood your system with simple sugars, triggering an inflammatory cascade that targets your joints and blood vessels. And the acidity? It quietly wears down tissues, inflames sensitive joints, and disrupts the delicate balance that aging bodies work so hard to maintain. You might notice it as morning stiffness that lingers longer, that sharp ache in your ankles after standing up, or the slow, creeping heaviness in your calves after a short walk. And because it's marketed as natural, we rarely question it. But here's the truth. For many seniors, that cheerful glass of juice is less about vitality and more about silent erosion. 6. Processed healthy snack bars, the hidden inflammation bomb. Walk through any supermarket and you'll see shelves stacked with protein bars, energy bars, and granola bars. They wear labels like wholesome, natural, energy boosting. But turn them over, and you'll often find a cocktail of sugars, syrups, artificial binders, and inflammatory oils. Many bars pack more hidden sugars and inflammatory ingredients than a candy bar. And the impact on senior legs? It's devastating. The rapid sugar spikes stiffen blood vessels. The processed oils inflamed joints. The artificial additives stress the body's natural healing systems. You eat a bar hoping for energy and end up with swollen knees, stiff hips, and calves that feel like dragging anchors. It's not just what you see on the front of the package that matters. It's the battlefield happening inside your body after you swallow the last bite. Frozen diet meals. The wolf in sheep's clothing. You've ever picked up a lean, frozen dinner, thinking you're making a healthy choice? You're not alone. The packaging promises balance, portion control, and health. But inside most frozen diet meals lurks a heavy dose of sodium, hidden sugars, and chemical preservatives. Each microwave tray may quietly deliver dehydrated muscles that cramp and ache, blood vessels that struggle to push blood into tired legs, joints that stiffen faster, even without any obvious injury. You sit down to eat, believing you're doing something good. But the meal finishes its silent work long after the plate is clean, leaving you a little stiffer, a little slower, a little more unsteady. And because the effects are gradual, they're easy to ignore until they're not. 7 foods, 7 seemingly harmless choices, 7 hidden threats to your strength, balance, and independence. And here's the most important thing to remember. It's not about guilt. It's not about shame. It's about knowledge and what you choose to do with it. Because the moment you start swapping out these silent saboteurs, your body begins to respond. Your circulation improves. Your joints calm down. Your muscles start to rebuild the strength you thought was gone for good. And that journey? It starts right here, right now, with the foods you choose next. Because in just a moment, we're going to talk about the everyday foods that don't steal your strength. They restore it. Foods that support blood flow, soothe joints, energize muscles, and help you reclaim the confident, steady steps you deserve. You won't want to miss what's coming next. It might just be the missing piece you've been searching for. Stay with me. The best part is just ahead. You've just seen the 7 foods that quietly drain your strength. But now, it's time for the turning point. The part where you take back control. Because just as some foods steal your freedom, others can help rebuild it, quietly, powerfully, one bite at a time. The right foods can support better blood flow, ease joint pain, repair muscle tissue, and give you back the energy to move the way you want to move. Let's talk about them now. The everyday foods that can help your legs feel stronger, lighter, and more alive again. 1. Berries. Tiny giants of healing. Imagine starting your morning with a handful of blueberries, sweet and cool on your tongue. It might feel small, but inside your body, something extraordinary begins. Berries are packed with antioxidants that neutralize the invisible inflammation, slowly wearing down your joints and blood vessels. They protect the delicate walls of your arteries, ensuring that every step you take is powered by fresh, oxygen-rich blood. The beauty of berries isn't just in their taste, it's in their quiet, fierce ability to defend your legs from the inside out. Seniors who eat berries regularly often report feeling lighter on their feet, with less swelling around the ankles and less stiffness after sitting for long periods. It's a simple habit, just a small cup of berries a day, but over time, it can open the door to a completely different experience of aging. 2. Avocados, the cushions for your joints. Now picture slicing open a ripe avocado, its smooth green flesh glistening in the light. Avocados are rich in healthy, monounsaturated fats, the kind that doesn't clog your arteries, but instead nourishes your joints. These fats create a natural cushion around your knees, hips, and ankles, helping them stay flexible and resilient. And there's more. Avocados deliver potassium, which supports muscle contractions and balance, and magnesium, which calms inflammation throughout the body. Think of each spoonful as a gentle hand cradling your joints, making every step feel steadier, softer, more secure. Whether spread on whole grain toast, blended into a smoothie, or eaten with a spoon and a pinch of salt, avocados offer a daily act of love to your legs. 3. Leafy greens. The blood flow boosters: spinach, kale, arugula. The vibrant greens that brighten up your plate are much more than decoration. They're rich in natural nitrates, which open and relax blood vessels, improving circulation from your heart all the way down to your toes. Poor circulation is one of the quiet causes of leg weakness in seniors. When your blood can't deliver enough oxygen to your muscles, every step becomes heavier, every climb harder. But leafy greens turn that around. One senior I spoke with, Mr. Patterson, 72, started adding a spinach salad to his lunch every day. Within 6 weeks, he noticed his evening walks became longer, easier, and the tightness he once felt in his calves began to fade. Sometimes, it's not about doing more. It's about feeding your body the right tools to do what it already longs to do. Move with ease. 4. Salmon, the muscle rebuilder. Let's move from the garden to the sea. Salmon is a powerhouse for aging muscles. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids that soothe inflammation and protein that rebuilds muscle fibers. When you nourish your muscles, you don't just gain strength, you gain protection. Strong muscles support your joints, guard your balance, and keep falls at bay. Imagine sitting down to a meal of tender, flaky salmon, seasoned with herbs and lemon. You're not just enjoying dinner, you're investing in the future of your legs. You're giving your calves, thighs, and hips the raw materials they need to stay strong. Not just today, but for all the years ahead. If salmon isn't to your taste, sardines, mackerel, and trout offer similar benefits. 5. Sweet potatoes, the energy keepers. Finally, let's talk about fuel, the clean, steady kind your legs crave. Sweet potatoes are packed with complex carbohydrates, potassium, and beta-carotene, offering energy that sustains you without crashing your blood sugar. Unlike refined carbs that spike and drop, sweet potatoes deliver a slow, gentle rise in energy, keeping your legs powered for morning walks, afternoon errands, and evenings spent enjoying life, not enduring it. They also combat inflammation at the cellular level, protecting your muscles and joints from the daily wear and tear of aging. Roast them, mash them, bake them. No matter how you prepare them, sweet potatoes deliver comfort, nourishment, and vitality, wrapped in a beautiful orange package. Food is not just food, it's information, it's instruction, it's a message you send to your body every day. When you choose foods like berries, avocados, greens, salmon, and sweet potatoes, you're telling your legs, your blood vessels, your joints, I believe in your ability to heal. I believe in your strength. I believe in your future. It doesn't happen overnight, but every meal is a brick laid in the foundation of a steadier, freer, more vibrant life. The foods you choose today will echo in the way you stand, walk, and move tomorrow. And now, as we move toward the final part of our journey, we'll talk about something even deeper. Because it's not just about what's on your plate, it's about what's in your heart. How belief, small acts of kindness to yourself, and simple daily choices can combine to create a transformation more powerful than any diagnosis or number on a chart. Stay with me. The next step is where true freedom begins. Script, Part 5. If you've stayed with me this far, It tells me something important about you. You're not someone who gives up easily. You're not someone who accepts pain, weakness, or loss of freedom as your destiny. You are someone who still believes in better days ahead. And that belief, right now, is more powerful than anything else. Because the truth is, your body has not forgotten how to heal. Your muscles have not forgotten how to grow. Your legs have not forgotten how to carry you through life with strength and dignity. They're just waiting for the right support, the right foods, the right care, the right kindness from you. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. You don't need to chase impossible goals or compare yourself to the person you were 20 years ago. You just need to take one small step today, one better choice, one message to your body that says, I believe in you, I'm with you, let's move forward together. Maybe that small step is swapping out a can of soup for a fresh homemade broth. Maybe it's choosing a handful of blueberries over a packaged cookie. Maybe it's simply standing up from your chair right now, taking a deep breath, and reminding yourself that you are still capable of change. Because you are. No matter how tired you feel, no matter how many times you've fallen and had to get back up, no matter what the numbers on a medical chart say, your story is still unfolding. And the most beautiful chapters could still be ahead. Imagine waking up one morning and feeling it. The lightness in your legs, the steadiness when you step out of bed, the quiet confidence when you walk across a room without hesitation. It doesn't have to be a dream. It can be your reality. Because healing doesn't happen in leaps and bounds. It happens in quiet, faithful steps, day after day, choice after choice. Your legs have carried you through so much already. They've borne the weight of your joys, your struggles, your triumphs, and your sorrows. They're not asking you for perfection. They're simply asking for a little more care, a little more patience, a little more hope. And when you give them that, they respond. They strengthen, they endure, they rise, and so do you. If today's message resonated with you, if you felt a flicker of hope, a spark of determination, let it grow. Tell me in the comments, what's one small change you're ready to make for your legs, for your body, for your life? Maybe it's adding more leafy greens. Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's simply believing that change is possible. Whatever it is, I want to hear it, because when we share our intentions, we make them stronger. And if you found this video helpful, if it spoke to your heart, even in a small way, I invite you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for future updates. This community is here for you. You are not alone on this journey. Every step you take matters. Every choice you make matters. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about staying faithful to your strength, your body, and your beautiful future. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep walking forward. One brave, beautiful step at a time. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care, and know that your best days are still waiting for you.